Hi everyone, Phil from Tech for Tech. Today we're going to be looking at this keyboard and mouse bundle from Cherry. It's a Gentix Desktop keyboard and mouse bundle. Obviously it's wireless as I stated before. It's got a recommended retail price of £44.99, and if you are interested in purchasing, we do have links in the description just below. Okay, so we've got the keyboard and mouse here, or at least the box. As you can see, it shows you a picture of the keyboard, a picture of the mouse, and it's got a sticker saying it's a UK layout version because they're using a generic one for the picture, which isn't a UK layout. The only thing I don't like about the front, it doesn't say the model number on it. Okay, these are mainly sold business to business or whatever, but someone's going to have to put it on a shelf somewhere and then look at all the pictures and go which one's which. Or without turning the box to the opposite side, to the back, you won't know what model number it is. It might tell you on the side slightly, but in a lot of cases when people stack them on shelves, the picture's going to be showing. Otherwise, what's the point of having a picture on if you're not going to have a model number on? Right, on the back, not a huge amount on there. Lots of different languages. It does say a bit in English here though. It's saying ergonomic design, high quality standard, easy to use, and it's got some obviously product features there about the wireless 2.4 gigahertz technology, battery life up to 3 years, which sounds pretty impressive for a battery, and then you've got a resolution to 1000 to 2000 dpi, and obviously that's on the mouse, and it's plug and play. But otherwise, that's pretty much it for the box. Okay, so this is what you've got in the box. You've, believe it or not, got a keyboard and mouse. You've also got some paperwork as well, a bit about a warranty and a bit how to set it up. And like with other Cherry products we've seen, they include quite a bit of paperwork in all honesty. Do we need all this? No, just stick a QR code in, then people can scan it with a phone or smart device. That QR code will then take you to a website which will ask you your country, and then you can have a PDF or whatever form of documentation with all the instructions and everything on it. A lot of other manufacturers do that now. It'll save you money and it'll save the environment, and you can also keep up to date and edit things as and when needed. Right. On top of that, you've got 4 batteries. They're all AAA batteries. They are GP branded. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. Let's have a look at the mouse first of all. So the mouse has got a left button, right button. You've got a wheel, which is also a button. It's not the quietest, but it's okay for a mouse. And you've got a DPI button. I'm guessing that's what changes it between 1000 and 2000 DPI. If you're not sure what DPI means, it means dots per inch, or even more basic, it means how sensitive it is. The lower the number, the slower the mouse moves. The higher the number, the faster the mouse moves, or at least the pointer does on your screen. So it gives you a rough idea. Also on the bottom, you have got a on and off. Pretty straightforward, and you've got the sensor, and then as well the model number and all the other information you'll probably need on there as well. So it's got 3 sliding pads, one there, there and there, that allows it to slide easily around on your table. If you open it up, slide that back, you have got the wireless adapter for the keyboard and mouse. It's got a red cherry end on it. Not a fan of the colour, to be honest. I'd prefer to see a black one like they do on some of the other models. That way it blends in with most people's laptops and PCs rather than this red thing glowing in the dark on the side. Not that it glows in the dark, but you get the meaning. It takes obviously 2 batteries in there if you get them the right way around. Pretty straightforward. And then obviously your switch, we'll turn it on. You can see the little laser on the bottom, which is there, and then the mouse itself does seem to light up a little bit on there. Oh, it's not lighting up, it's just where the sensor light sort of reflects through where the wheel area is. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. So if I'm going to plug the adapter into the machine, okay, that's plugged into the machine, and now you can see the sensors obviously kicking off there. Don't know if you can see the red light shining through on the wheel. It does now and again, depending on what you're doing, picks up a little bit of that red light, but it's not actually like RGB or anything. It's just, I'm guessing, where the light's seeping through from. the inside around the wheel area. But otherwise it does what it does. Back and forward buttons on the side, nice bit of grip there as well, so that's feels like rubberized, very textured, so you should be able to hold that, especially if you're someone with sweaty hands or whatever. It should be able to grip very easily. I've got big hands and it feels probably a fraction small for me, but to be honest with you, compared to most mice, that's pretty good, and it's not their fault that I've got huge hands. But otherwise, that's pretty much it for the mouse. Again, rubber on the other side as well. Let's have a look at the keyboard itself. So as you can see, the keyboard's there. Let's just do a quick typing test. So it's a fairly quiet keyboard, not too loud or anything like that. It's not a mechanical keyboard, I'm guessing it's a membrane keyboard. Let me just double check. Okay, I've had a look on their website. It doesn't specify what type of keys it is, or at least if it's mechanical, membrane or whatnot, but I've taken a key out and it is quite obvious a membrane switch in there, which basically means it's like a sort of a bit like a pressure bubble pad underneath. So it's not mechanical, didn't think it was going to be honest with you. Right, so but otherwise it's pretty soft to touch, not too loud, easy to use in an office for especially a value keyboard or something like that. You do have some hot buttons on here, so you've got volume up, down here as well, and mute. On this side you've got play, pause, back and forward, and then you've also got some hot buttons on here for calculator, email, internet and lock. Lock will take you to the lock screen. If you've got a password set up on your machine, it'll ask you for your password. Internet will take you to your default browser. Same with email, and calculator will take you to the calculator. If you wanted to know how to change your default browser, so let's just say you click on that and it opens Microsoft Edge instead of Internet Explorer or Chrome. God help you if you're using Internet Explorer, but you want it to open Chrome instead. You basically have to click on the start button at the bottom left hand corner of your screen, type in default, and then click on the option what says default apps. Once you've clicked on that, it'll let you change the default app. But otherwise, back to the keyboard. It's plastic. The front bit is somehow, and I'm not sure exactly why, see-through plastic, but behind it is black plastic, so you're sort of looking into a contour. So it's not that obvious, in all honesty. You might struggle to see it on the screen, but I can't see what the point of that is, in all honesty. I know it's a bit of styling, but there's nothing to see. It's like, I don't know, having a nice fancy window and then having a black inside. You're not seeing anything. But anyway, so hot buttons, those are fine up there. I'm not sure about those. I can see myself potentially knocking those. I'm guessing they've tested all this and everything anyway, but it just seems to be a place where I foresee myself knocking or touching those in one form or the other. But as you can see, it types very easily and quietly. On the top, there's nothing on the top side, nothing on the left side, nothing on the right side, nothing on the front side. On the back, you've got 3 feet, 1, 2 and 3. That will obviously stand it up, so you can have it at whatever, well, I say whatever height. You can either have it at flat or with the feet up, which will give it a slight bit of height. Let's just check to see if they slip at all. Does the keyboard slip on the table? No, it's pretty sturdy. So those feet, what are rubberized here, 3 at the front, 3 at the back, which are built into the feet, seem to stop it sliding. Let's see if when the feet are up, if it does the same. Yeah, it stops it sliding, so you shouldn't have any issues there. It's sliding about, because I know some keyboards can slide all over the place, especially when the feet are up. You've got on and off switch there, pretty straightforward. It turns it on and off. You've got all the model numbers. You do have a little door there. That's where you put your batteries in and so forth here. So it goes in that way. So again, 2 AAA batteries there, and obviously you turn your keyboard on. Once you've turned it on and got it the right way around, you do have your caps lock light there as well. You've also got a scroll lock light and an unlock light there as well. But otherwise, it's a pretty quiet keyboard. It seems pretty sturdy, in all honesty, for its price. So in conclusion, for under £45, you've got yourself a decent keyboard and mouse. And again, it's made by Cherry. Build quality is pretty good. They're pretty quiet. I won't say they're silent. Well, they're not noisy either. I would say they're more on the quieter side. The build quality is pretty good. And then you've got all the extra hot buttons and stuff like that if you do wish to use them. Also, it doesn't slide about on the table, or at least the keyboard. Obviously, the mouse does, because obviously that's what it's designed to do. And having the option of obviously changing the DPI between 1000 and 2000 DPI gives you that extra movement or preciseness if you're wanting to use it. Then on the side of the mouse, you've got a nice grip as well, so you can hold on fine. And then you've got that back and forward button, which you can reprogram to do other things if you wish. Cherry does have their own software called Cherry Keys, which works on most keyboards and mouse on the market. And that's not just Cherry ones either, that'll work on most what pretty much are out there, or at least the ones I've seen up to now. So you have got a handy tool there if you wish to reprogram the mouse or even the keyboard. You can create hot buttons on the F keys and stuff like that if you wish. Overall, very happy with the keyboard and mouse bundle, and I would recommend this.